stop?
7 o'clock.
All right, thanks, man.
What's up? Down under.
Amy, did you vote? Didn't. You didn't? No. Were you registered? Come on, girl.
People always think that midterms are somehow less important, but honestly, I think that the midterms are even more important than presidential elections because they will shape. Because it really is like the Congress who makes the most decisions, and a lot of people don't have the strong motivation to be involved because they have other clubs going on. But I think it's really important because we literally shape everything that's going to be going on in the next generation.
We just got the word out any way we could, whether just talking to the students or talking to the professors or participating in class. So I think that was one of our biggest efforts, was to just make sure that the name recognition of our candidates was something that whenever people walked in to vote, they knew, okay, I've heard this name before.
Mm-hmm. And did you find people responsive to the events and things like that you were holding?
I think so. I mean, we were able to register, with it being a midterm election. I think a lot of people try to downsize the validity of it, but I think it's one of the most important elections.
Have you ladies voted, or are you going to vote later tonight?
I'm going to tonight. I registered.
Okay.
I haven't registered. I don't have my absentee ballot.
Mm-hmm. And what are the reasons for that, for voting, not voting? Do you see an importance in it? What are your...
I would vote if I had gotten my absentee ballot, but I just forgot about it.
Yeah, I think voting is important if you're, if you know what's going on in the election.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. And I think it's really annoying when people complain but they didn't vote, so I don't want to be one of those people.
Right.
I think right now a lot of people are really busy with classes, so it might be hard to get out. I'm really busy right now, but I thought it was worthwhile. It only took 5 minutes. So.
We trade off, right? We've been moving through all of the areas.
We check in this electronic notebook to see if a voter is registered. We have the scanner that will scan the back of a driver's license. The barcode on the back of the driver's license makes it very quick. And we print out a label and then we put it in the book and put a number on it and make sure that the address is correct. If they've moved to a different room in the dorm or something, then we should have them change that and sign it. And
then I show them the official ballot, and then it has both sides to it, or align them. And then I show them the proper way to cast their ballots as far as who they want, and they will draw a line and connect the arrows. And then they take this and go over to the voting booth and come back, and they'll go to
the ballot back. They put the ballot in the machine, and it counts the ballot, also counts the number of ballots we've had today. And if it is overvoted, it'll sound a signal, and we can mark that ballot as spoiled and issue a new ballot. Right here, honey. Issue a new ballot, and they can revote. Oops, just like that. That's a bad sign. You've apparently overvoted. Okay. You pull it out.
Missouri-wise and national-wise, I think that it's going to get a lot of people thinking about what's going to happen in 2 years when we have to go through another presidential election, and it's going to have people thinking, could we elect a new president? Should we keep our president now? I mean, it's going to have people thinking, what are some of the policies that are going to be coming out now that there might be a switch in House or Senate? And so it has people thinking, what will happen to me? The policies that they've just passed, earlier this year, will people try to overturn them? I mean, there's so many questions going through my mind, and I'm sure it's going through so many Americans' minds. So that's the number one thing, is that as soon as this election's over, people are going to be looking towards 2012 with such high hopes, because if it's anything like it was this year, this entire campaign process, then we know that 2012 will be just as extreme.